What if I told you some of the biggest and most ambitious open-world adventures of the year still haven't even released yet? 2025 is far from over, and the best is yet to come. Worlds full of danger, exploration, and unforgettable stories are just around the corner. From sprawling fantasy realms to gritty, grounded settings, these upcoming titles could define the year for gamers everywhere. Stick around, because you might just find your next obsession. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest in gaming. Number 1. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2. The original Kingdom Come: Deliverance set a new standard for historical realism in RPGs, and the sequel is taking everything to the next level. Set once again in medieval Bohemia, Deliverance 2 promises a map twice the size of the original, with new bustling towns, vast forests, and more intricate castles to explore. The game's combat is still rooted in authentic medieval martial techniques, but now adds crossbows, primitive firearms, and improved horseback combat. NPC schedules and world events evolve dynamically, meaning the game's story and side quests can change based on your actions, or your absence. Whether you're forging alliances, joining skirmishes, or simply surviving in the brutal medieval world, Deliverance 2 is shaping up to be a masterpiece of immersion. Number 2. Monster Hunter: Wilds. Capcom's next step for the Monster Hunter franchise introduces the Forbidden Lands, a massive, seamless open world brimming with life and danger. Unlike previous titles, there are no loading zones between hunting areas, everything is interconnected. Weather systems like sandstorms, thunderstorms, and heat waves can alter monster behavior and hunting strategies. Creatures have more realistic AI, migrating or hunting in packs, making hunts feel alive and unpredictable. Players can tame and ride new mounts for quicker traversal and even use the environment to trap or outsmart massive beasts. Whether you're teaming up with friends or tackling colossal monsters solo, Monster Hunter: Wilds looks set to be the series' most ambitious leap yet. Number 3. Assassin's Creed: Shadows. For years, fans begged Ubisoft for a Japan-set Assassin's Creed, and now, we're finally getting it. Assassin's Creed: Shadows drops us into Sengoku-era Japan, a time of warlords, ninjas, and samurai. Players will alternate between two protagonists, a skilled shinobi assassin and a deadly samurai warrior, each offering unique gameplay styles. The game's open world is rich with bustling towns, snow-dusted mountains, and cherry blossom-filled valleys. Stealth has been given a major overhaul with more realistic lighting, crowd blending, and advanced enemy AI, while sword combat has been tuned for visceral duels. If you've ever wanted to feel like a shadow in feudal Japan, this will be your moment. Number 4. Death Stranding 2: On the Beach. Hideo Kojima is back to twist our minds and tug at our emotions with Death Stranding 2: On the Beach. The sequel promises even more surreal landscapes, bizarre weather phenomena, and an expanded traversal system that encourages exploration of its vast open world. While the first game was about rebuilding America, this one takes us across new regions and into stranger territories, where reality and dreamlike visions blur. Norman Reedus returns as Sam Porter Bridges, now facing new threats, deeper mysteries, and a haunting narrative about connection and survival. Expect Kojima's signature mix of cinematic storytelling and experimental gameplay to make this one of the most unique open worlds of 2025. Number 5. Ghost of Yōtei. Following the success of Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yōtei shifts the action to Hokkaido during the early Edo period, offering snow-covered landscapes, frozen lakes, and towering mountains. Players will step into the role of a new samurai protagonist, whose journey is filled with political intrigue, clan warfare, and moral choices that shape the fate of the region. The combat system expands on the original with more weapon types, environmental combat tactics, and a greater focus on stealth. Wildlife and seasonal changes add new challenges, as blizzards can obscure vision while wild bears or wolves stalk the forests. With its stunning art direction and deep emotional storytelling, Ghost of Yōtei could easily surpass its predecessor. Number 6. Avowed. From Obsidian Entertainment, the masters of branching RPG narratives, Avowed drops players into the richly detailed world of Eora from Pillars of Eternity, this time in fully 3D first-person perspective. This is not just another open-world fantasy RPG, it's a game where every faction, every ally, and every choice matters. The combat blends magic, melee, and ranged weapons, allowing for highly customizable playstyles. The open world is filled with ancient ruins, enchanted forests, and war-torn lands where political alliances can shift at any moment. True to Obsidian's legacy, the quest design offers multiple paths and moral dilemmas that will have long-term effects on the story and the fate of Eora. Number 7. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. This grim, open-world reimagining of Arthurian legend transforms the familiar into something twisted and unsettling. In Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, knights, kings, and magical creatures are corrupted by a strange plague that warps both the land and its inhabitants. The world is fully explorable, filled with haunting forests, ruined castles, and fog-shrouded villages. Survival elements play a big role. You'll have to manage resources carefully while deciding who to trust in a land where everyone is out for themselves. Choices matter, and the way you approach each quest can drastically alter the fate of Avalon. Dark, atmospheric, and unforgiving, this is Arthurian myth like you've never seen it before. Number 8. The Outer Worlds 2. Obsidian is doubling down on the sarcastic, colorful spacefaring tone of The Outer Worlds while expanding everything else in the sequel. The Outer Worlds 2 moves the action to an entirely new star system, with larger planets to explore, more diverse alien biomes, and an expanded ship customization system. Conversations are as sharp and humorous as ever, but the choices you make will now have even broader consequences, affecting entire colonies and planetary ecosystems. The open-world structure blends hub-based exploration with massive wilderness zones, making each location feel both lived-in and dangerous. Number 9. Crimson Desert. From Pearl Abyss, the creators of Black Desert Online, Crimson Desert is a story-driven open-world RPG set in the harsh medieval continent of Pywall. While it has stunning graphics powered by next-gen tech, it's not just a visual showpiece, it's a brutal, survival-driven adventure. Combat is fast-paced and visceral, mixing swordplay, archery, and environmental takedowns. Players can also explore side activities like fishing, crafting, and trading, which all tie into the economy of the land. Dynamic weather, shifting alliances, and massive battles make Crimson Desert feel unpredictable and alive. It's not just about exploration, it's about surviving in a land where betrayal is as common as friendship. Number 10. Borderlands 4. The Borderlands series is known for its chaotic humor, over-the-top gunplay, and mountains of loot, and Borderlands 4 is cranking everything up. This time, Gearbox is aiming for a more seamless open world, removing the segmented zones of past games. Expect even wilder procedurally generated guns, new vehicles, and traversal tools like grappling hooks and jetpacks. Co-op is still a huge focus, but solo players will find a deeper story with stronger villains and more reactive environments. And of course, Claptrap will be back to annoy you every step of the way. Number 11. Oblivion Remastered. Bethesda's The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion is getting a full Unreal Engine 5 remaster, and it's not just a visual upgrade. The team is adding modern combat controls, enhanced AI, re-recorded dialogue, and improved quest tracking. The rolling hills of Cyrodiil, the colorful cities, and the mysterious Ayleid ruins will look breathtaking in modern lighting. All original DLCs, including Shivering Isles, are included, making this the definitive way to experience one of the most beloved open-world RPGs of all time. Number 12. Xenoblade Chronicles X, Definitive Edition. Nintendo is bringing Xenoblade Chronicles X to modern audiences with enhanced visuals, streamlined mechanics, and brand new story content. Set on the alien planet Mira, the game offers a massive, seamless open world filled with towering creatures, mysterious biomes, and mech-based exploration. Players can pilot skells, giant combat mechs, to traverse oceans, scale cliffs, and take on colossal enemies. This edition promises quality-of-life improvements while preserving the epic scale and exploration-focused gameplay that made the original a cult favorite. Number 13. Dune, Awakening. Part MMO, part survival game, Dune, Awakening puts players on the deadly desert planet of Arrakis, where water is life and spice is power. The open world is shaped by massive sandstorms, shifting dunes, and the constant threat of sandworms. Players must balance survival needs with political intrigue, forming alliances or sabotaging rivals in their quest for dominance. Whether you're harvesting spice in the deep desert, building settlements, or engaging in large-scale faction battles, the game aims to capture the harsh beauty and danger of Frank Herbert's universe. Number 14. Mafia, The Old Country. Mafia, The Old Country is a prequel that takes us to 1920 Sicily, a time of changing loyalties and rising criminal empires. You play as a young man trying to survive and rise in the dangerous world of organized crime. The open world is a mix of rural villages, bustling ports, and dangerous back alleys, all steeped in authentic historical detail. Every decision you make, from choosing allies to betraying rivals, shapes your path through the underworld. Expect cinematic storytelling, intense shootouts, and the kind of atmospheric immersion the Mafia series is famous for. With so many incredible open-world experiences still on the horizon, 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most memorable years in gaming history. Whether you're looking for epic RPG quests, brutal survival challenges, or stunning cinematic worlds, these games promise countless hours of adventure. Which one are you most excited to explore? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're ready for the next big reveal.